And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, sports fans all across the world. You have tuned in to the SAGU Sports Network second feature presentation, the doubleheader part 2. And that is your Lady Lions playing host to the Celts of St. Thomas of Texas, all the way in from Houston, Texas. The Celts bring in a record of 8-10 overall. They're a NCAA Division III opponent, so this is a non-conference game, actually even out of league. This is not even an NAIA game. It is an NAIA team playing an NCAA team, Division III. Right now we're going to throw it down to the court. Our very own Jazz Williams is with head coach Hank Moore. Jazz, take it away.
Thanks, John. Coach, you just got a solid win in 3 sets. What adjustments, if any, are you making for this next game?
Well, we probably won't change up too much of our lineup or anything like that, but we know that the game will be different. University of St. Thomas, they're going to bring in a lot more ball control than what we just played against. We know that. They're going to be a good passing team and an aggressive team, so we're excited to get this challenge.
Ava Myers just had an amazing game with 14 kills. Tell us about her performance and what she means to this team.
Ava played at a really high level in that last match. She had 14 kills, but even bigger than that, she had 433 on the match. And when you're hitting over 300, you're doing something great. Ava, we've made some adjustments with Ava and Alexis, and with that, they both responded extremely well. We're excited to see her playing at a level we know she's capable of.
Thanks, Coach, and congrats, as well as good luck. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Jazz. Thank you, Coach Moore. If you were watching part 1 of this doubleheader, you saw SAGU come in and really show a dominant performance over Langston. A clean sweep, won the first 3 games. Now we're going to kick it down to the court side for the national anthem. And actually, they already sang the national anthem. It's going to be starting lineups, and we'll be back.
Number 8, Alyssa Eichmann. Number 9, Kennedy Atkins. Number 12, Lane Beam. Number 15, Paige Hath. And at libero, Allie Peters. Head coach is Keeney Burke. And now the starting lineup for your SAGU Lions. Number 3, Riley Burcham. Number 4, Alexis Mueller. Number 5, Ava Myers. Number 6, Abby Wells. Number 11, Emma Tompkins. Number 18, Jancy Akers. And at libero, Tessa Glick. Head coach is Hank Moore, assistant coach is Nick Moore.
All right, we're back, and this is going rather rapidly. They really sped through the pregame festivities. We already sang the national anthem in the first, so I don't guess the second requires another national anthem.
Unless you want to sing it, John. I don't
know. I may want to, but I don't know if our viewers would like to hear it. Anyway, we're going to go back. And there you can see some of tonight's events. Oklahoma City actually dropping a match to Bellevue. And Texas Wesleyan having an easy win to Central Christian, who we are hosting tomorrow. And MacU still playing right now, playing host to Oklahoma Panhandle State. And Wayland gets the win over USAO. That is a wrap-up of the games happening tonight across the Sooner Athletic Conference. My name's John Cookman, and I'm sitting here with the expert, the volleyball expert, Devin Webb. It's so good to have you back in the saddle, Devin. And this game is getting underway. Give us some expert analysis of what you see going on.
Well, right off the bat, I mean, in warm-ups, it was evident that St. Thomas is really ready to play. I mean, they've got some really strong hitters. And as Coach Moore mentioned in that pregame interview, they're going to have a lot better ball control than what we just had in our first match at 6 o'clock against Langston. So it's going to be crucial for the Lady Lions to match that ball control, really eliminate any unforced errors. There's not going to be room for that in a match like this. And playing clean from the very first contact with serve receive is really a non-negotiable against a team like this.
Nice long rally happening. SAGU comes away with the first point, but now this has been 5 possession trades, 6 now. Going over the middle, hit the net, so it came off kind of soft. And Alexis Mueller playing on the back row there, which we don't see too much. This is, as Coach Moore said, he was moving some of his starting pieces around the court just a little bit. And having Alexis start from the back is a little bit of a new wrinkle. And there is a point for SAGU. Ava Myers will be going back to do the service detail. Tessa Glick is your libero for the Lady Lions in this game. And that was a well-placed ball. Number 15, Paige Havel. As I mentioned earlier, this Celts team is a NCAA Division III team. Very, very similar in talent structure at that Division III level to the NAIA. They do scholarships a little different. Actually, they say Division III is non-scholarship, but if you look deeper, they do give leadership scholarships, just not athletic scholarships. Ooh, big hit off the right side. And that is, I hope I don't butcher this, Alyssa Ajuni. Well, how would you say that?
That was good. I don't know, the L and the J are throwing.
Something could be silent in there. Alumi. Burcham, quick set to Jancy Akers, gets it back over to Mueller. Mueller misses, and great defense at the net for the Celts. And now they are back up. It's 4-3. Celts serve.
And that net defense was not something the Lady Lions had last match either. So they're going to have to really pick that up too. The coverage on every single offensive play is going to have to be on point.
Big hit over the middle. That was by Lainey Bean.
If you notice there, Mariquin got a little pulled into the court. It's really difficult when you're playing that left back position. It's so easy to get pulled in that way. Difficult to stay wide. The temptation to come into the net is always there, closer to the inside of the court. So they burned her on that one, getting sucked in a little too far.
And that was Alexis Mueller from the left front side, I should say, because she's been in all positions tonight. And that is where home is really for her, the left side of the front. And she was successful in that kill attempt. Big hit by the Celts. Coming over to Abby Wells, it gets blocked. And that's going to be SAGU point. I'm going to say that was over the net?
No, it was a net violation by Lainey Bean, number 12.
Oh, that's a long set over to the other side. Burcham gets it to Abby Wells. Abby Wells just hits it way too hard, way too high. Sails out of bounds.
And the topspin there would be really helpful. She had a great, strong approach and swing, but unfortunately she didn't have the topspin there. So you have to have the full package, come up on top of the ball, snap your wrist, pull all the way through to get that topspin.
You see Mueller take a lot off of it and precisely, surgically place that in an area where the defense was weakest. You're used to seeing Mueller take big full swings, but she's a very versatile player. And Lainey Beam coming in on the slide play from the middle to the right side. Got to be looking out for that in the future. That looks like a play I would imagine they run a lot.
So
what is that?
That's a back row violation called on the Lady Lions. So Burcham plays front row and back row. But there in this rotation right here, she's back row pulling up to the net. So anytime she goes up and tries to jump set a ball, if she clears the plane of the net above the net, then she can be called over if there's a player on the opposing team trying to come play defense. So it can be called either side of the court. The other team could be called an over the net call, or she can be called back row.
That was a great block by Ava Myers. And there was a lot of hand signals from R1 on that one. Break that down for us, Devin.
So that was a double contact. And if I'm not mistaken, this was the ref that was R2 in our first match.
And he did, we saw that he really liked his whistle.
Yes, he's very particular. But yeah, he's called several net violations, double contacts already, so.
That was a really good hit to the block there by Ashlyn Fitzgerald. Back to serve for the Celts. Kelsey Walker, senior setter from Baytown, Texas. Oh, another tool of the block by Ashlyn Fitzgerald, 2 in a row. And that was off of the outside elbow of Ava Myers. Myers returns the favor. Hits it hard. Gets it right in that. And I think that is a result of net defense just not penetrating to the actual plane of the net, right?
That's right. Yeah, anytime you see the ball fall right in front of the blockers, that's usually the case. It's a really delicate balance. Yeah, I was going to say that's definitely a double. It's a really delicate balance of wanting to penetrate and be close enough without your body momentum moving forward to where you have a net violation. So blockers have to have a lot of body control and awareness of where they are on the court each time they jump.
Mariquin puts it in the right far corner. Oh, that was on the line. And you couldn't ask for a better kill attempt. Far back left corner on the line. That was Paige Havel. Myers just gets it over. Another free ball over. Myers now comes with the heat and connects and scores. Myers will go back for some more service detail. Oh, that was a good look for the back right corner for Ajuni. Mailer showing, Mailer with some fantastic athleticism. I don't know how she even got this back up. The ball hung on the net right there, as you see. Mailer gets it up, and then Myers was just trying to be so careful and ended up being too careful trying to get the ball over.
It shows you the level of confidence they have in her, though, to send the ball right back to her, and she can recover so quickly and be able to hit a ball over. No problem.
Yeah. Yeah. She's definitely a shark in the tank when she's on the floor. She is willing to take the kill shot from anywhere. And tonight has been a very good night. At least in this game, she's only hitting 182, but she's got 3 kills already. Coming off of last game with 14 kills, hitting over 400 in percentage. Man, that was just an outstanding game for Ava Myers.
Well, in that play right before she rotated to the back row, you could see it on the replay really well. She hit straight between the blocks, so that was a great use of what she had open on the floor. And she is so great at reading every area. She can read the block, she can read the floor, she can adjust mid-air, mid-jump if she sees an open spot. But that's a great indication of a well-rounded and mature hitter. She can get up and make those judgment calls in the moment. And like you said, she's a confident hitter from every single spot on the floor, and that's what you need. That's a great reason why she's in all the time. You always have her as a backup, and it's really comforting, especially to the setter, to know that she's always going to be somewhere, but she can also step in and set the ball.
So now you have Tompkins, Burcham, and Alexis Mealer on the front with libero Tessa Glick, Faith Mariquin, and Ava Myers on the back. Oh, another just, in basketball we call it short arming your shot there, and just trying to be a little too delicate, too careful.
And it was a good idea. I mean, she would have gone right over the block and there was nobody there close behind, so it was a good look, just a little too short.
And that's what we're used to seeing Alexis Mealer do, is just rear back and crush it. That one rolled right in, as you can see, right in front of the back line. Taya Bach in now to serve for the Lady Lions. Got a little ground to make up on the Lady Lions side of things. Oh, that's tipped. Okay, I was going to say it looked like it bounced in right in front of the line judge, but he indicated it was tipped. So that is point Celts. And 3-point lead. Celts serving. Coming to Mealer. Mealer hits it really hard, but great dig. Oh, wow, what an effort. What an effort by Allie Peters, the libero for UST. And seen incredible hustle from the whole team, everyone that's played tonight for the Celts, just giving it all.
Well, and I loved seeing their entire team follow that ball. If it was touched that second time, someone was going to be there to get it over. It's great teamwork there.
And Ava Myers pulled out of the dig there smartly, because that went way wide. SAGU gets a much needed point. Oh. Now, did Glick anticipate that was tipped, and that's why she went for it? Because, as you said, the rule of thumb is if you got to go way over your head in the back, you know it's going to be out.
Yeah, so she saw the tip, and because she would know better than anyone not to do that had the ball not been touched, but it was pretty clearly touched at the net.
Mealer just giving it a full roundhouse. Abby Wells gets it over. The Celts moving great. Big block by Jancy Akers and Alexis Mealer. It's hard to tell from my angle who got the better of it, but that's a great, oh, that was Mealer. Great blocking tandem in Akers and Mealer. That got touched, and it fell in. Now we have Laney Bean back to serve. She's going to choose to serve from the middle. Goes directly to libero Tessa Glick. Abby Wells swinging really hard. Oh. And that was in the net?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's where when it technically impedes the play. So she's actively going for the ball and made contact with the net.
Yeah, and I see. What's the big deal? Come on, let them play. Oh, nice. Oh, that is excellent defense by the Celts. Off the hands, and that's going to be point SAGU. SAGU tying it up. This is a really good match so far. Glick gets it in. Celts deliver the set. Oh, great recognition. Oh, my goodness. Ava Myers gets it over. I don't know if we're going to see this on the replay, but great recovery by Emma Tompkins. She waited for it to come off the net, and instead of trying to go in just, chicken wing it up, had the presence of mind to wait for it to bounce to her off the net. What great reaction time. Oh, Maddie Pettin. A little too hard on the receive there. Gives the Celts a happy birthday opportunity. Kelsey Walker serves for the Celts. Burcham digs it up. Gets a good set to Abby Wells. That's going to go out of bounds. And SAGU gets the point. They're a point down now. Wells out in rotation. Front line looks like Ava Myers, Emma Tompkins, and Riley Burcham. Rico came in to serve. Gets the dig on the kill opportunity. Now Burcham back over to Myers. What great recognition by Burcham to see that. It looked like it was going to be awkward where she hit it. Jump serve perfectly.
That's great placement.
Yeah, to the outside, the left outside for Ava Myers. And man, that connection's been strong tonight. You see some stats on the key players for St. Thomas. Ashlyn Fitzgerald with 2 kills. And Aluni. I'm going to say Aluni. Alyssa Aluni. Trying to figure out, I don't want to butcher it. If you guys want to correct me, feel free. Type it in the chat or the comments section. Let me know how to phonetically pronounce that correctly. But until then, it's Alyssa Aluni with 4 kills, hitting an amazing 500%. 500%. 50%.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa. And then some SAGU key players, Alexis Mueller, Ava Myers, and Abby Wells. The big 3 hitters there coming in with 13 kills already. Samantha Rico back to serve. Oh, just a little wide right. Tries to go down the line. Like the idea there. But at this point in the game, I think you got to play it a little safe and just really get it in play. And here comes Kara Spice.
Beautiful service.
Oh,
pass.
yeah, that was Just amazing. You see it here. Glick.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen a more perfect pass than that. That was great.
That goes out, and that gives SAGU a lead for the first time in quite a while. Now can they hang on to it? Ava Myers. Oh, that's a big hit. Glick with ultra fast reflexes to deflect that up. Oh, wow. That was a really great hit by Paige Havel to go to the middle ever so softly, but Tompkins just gets a pinky on it, and it slows it down enough to keep the defense at bay. Tompkins with a big swing over the middle. Well defended. Here it comes again, back line. Ava Myers keeps it in though. Oh, wow. And we saw Trinity Atkins warming up, and we noticed she has a big swing and a ultra high vertical, but she took some off of that and just surgically placed it down the left line. Oh, that's that sneaky Burcham stuff that we always talk about. She's so good at catching you off guard. She had both hands up, so it looks like she's approaching for set, and then pulls the rug right out under it. Taya Bach gets the dig on that hit. Oh, Atkins. That was a big swing, too. Great block anticipation by Burcham and Akers.
And it's not even like they didn't have coverage there. That block was just so perfectly placed that it went straight down. Their coverage wasn't close enough.
Yeah, nothing you can do on that. It doesn't matter what coverage if you're in the right place.
Yep.
When it drops straight down, L0 can you do? And this was a timeout by St. Thomas. They used their last timeout for this game. And great timing on the timeout, because you're down. You need 3 points to get out with the win if you can hold SAGU. But SAGU's one point closer to finishing this out. So I'm sure Coach is just reiterating the obvious, but hey, this is going to take something special here, but we can do it. It's not out of reach.
Well, and the last time she called a timeout, I think that the score was tied, and the Lady Lions came back and missed the serve. So the timeout strategy worked. So we'll be interested to see here how the Lady Lions come out, especially this close to the end of set number 1, if they can keep that mental focus. And as we've said before on the broadcast, it's just about getting the ball over and in at this point. It doesn't need to be anything fancy, just over and in.
Looks like for the Celts, Walker, Atkins, Ajuni. Oh, wow, that was a great block by Alyssa Aluni. Man, perfect. And that's, coming out of the timeout. There you go. Covered all the bases. Made them aware. Good things. Oh, man, rolled off the top of the net. That's as lucky as it gets, but every team takes that little lucky roll. You don't, like, that's just part of the game.
That's when you say you're glad you have the 7th player on your team, which is the net.
Yeah. And, man, it just got tied up, and rolled straight down. Nothing Mealer could do. And she was there. She made a good effort.
Yeah.
Just there's sometimes nothing you can do about it.
Well, and it's really unfortunate that for the Lady Lions that it comes at this point in the set. You know, they just were in a timeout where they were up by 1 point, and then a play like that where you have no control and you were in the right position, but there's nothing you can really do about it. And here we are at set point for St. Thomas. But luckily, the Lady Lions had one more timeout to call, and Coach Moore used it as he should.
This will be really interesting to see. The defense that comes out and covers, and who will the Celts go to? Like, where are they going to serve? Give me a prediction, Deb.
Oh, gosh. I would say a 3 spot, probably.
So going to Rico. And yep. Oh! And Rico does not get the receive. So that is first game to the Celts. It's a best-of-3 match. So I am sure they will talk it over and make some necessary adjustments. Don't know if it'll be interesting to see if there is a starting adjustment at this point, or if Coach Moore will kind of hang in there with because I felt like they played well enough. Like, you could be confident in the setup, starting setup alignment that he went with. Looked like it went well. I just think you got to tip your hat to the Celts for playing amazing defense. That's what stuck out to me. They didn't really let the ball hit the ground too much.
Yeah, I don't. If I were Coach Moore, I wouldn't think to make any drastic changes at this point. I do think that there are. I mean, like that last play is a good example. Just small things that the Lady Lions can clean up. And I think what we'll probably see more of in set number 2 is more variation offensively. I think a lot of hard swings were given by the Lady Lions. Some of them worked in the end result, wanting obviously to be a kill. But I think we're going to have to, with the strong block and back row defense that the St. Thomas team has, we're going to have to see a change in speed and placement of the ball for the Lady Lions. And really, there's no room for any errors. Missed serves cannot happen. Lack of communication can't be there. So they really just kind of have to tighten up on every angle.
Yeah, and speak to a little bit of coming off such an easy win just a few minutes before in this doubleheader situation. Game 1, not really a challenge. You didn't have to dig in with your focus part of your gameplay. And then you meet a competitor that is going to bring it to you. Is that tough to move into that zone of focus?
I definitely think so. I mean, even though they didn't have to exert a whole lot of aggressive energy playing that first match, I mean, it still is a sport, and they did play 3 sets, and they played hard, and as they should, came out wanting to win and giving it their all. So I think it's probably harder with the mental shift that has to take place, because I think it'd be a much easier thing to do had they played St. Thomas first and they came out like, okay, I know that this is going to be really hard. I can give it my all. And then maybe in an easier match against Langston, playing in the second part of the doubleheader, then they could maybe have relaxed a little bit. So I think that is exhausting when you've already won a game and you haven't had to give it all, and now you're having to tell your body, okay, I got to do this again. And I had a little bit of a break. The break honestly makes it difficult because you get kind of comfortable and cold again, and you got to come out mentally and physically ready to go. And
there you see OPSU and MACU really going at it. And this is an important win for MACU if they can get it. They are up 2-0 in that third set, trying to hold off OPSU from winning. That will, for the time being, put MACU in the 4th place position by themselves, moving SAGU, even though they haven't lost a conference game tonight, it moves MACU ahead by a half a game in the standings, which moves SAGU down to 5th place. Imagine that, Devin. You only lose 3 games in conference at this point, and you're in 5th place. Like, it is the Sooner Athletic Conference this year in women's volleyball is neck and neck all the way across the top half. Faith Mariquin to serve. Oh, big hit, good block by SAGU. And here comes Ava Myers. And again, what a great set. That's a little long by Atkins. Big hit.
That was a great dig by
That was unbelievable.
number 2, Kara Spice.
That was unbelievable. And that's what I was talking about a little earlier. They just don't let the ball hit the ground.
And it looked effortless, too. It was like she didn't even really try.
Tompkins gets a good bounce off the middle. Paige Havel. And that's going to be another point for SAGU. Little errant play on the receive. A libero number 10, Allie Peters. Mariquin gets it in. Peters receives well. Oh, that was a good look. That's that like equivalent to no-look pass. Atkins went up, definitely looked like she was going to go to her right. And then at the very last second, changed and went directly left to the open spot.
And that's the best way to throw off the defense, because typically you line up a block with where the hitter's shoulders are facing. And so anytime a great swing there, Emma Tompkins open to the back left-hand side of the floor. But anytime a hitter can go up and keep their shoulders facing one way and then just completely shift direction with their wrist, that's almost always a surefire kill.
SAGU, 3-point lead, and that's an ace by Ava Myers. Lady Lions coming out with a little more business space, getting locked in a little more than, say, the first game. And could we sing happy birthday there? Happy birthday to you, Alexis Mealer. Although it's not your birthday, the Celts wanted to give you a present.
She took advantage of it, for
She
sure.
did. And 7-2, that's a 5-point spread. Good timeout here by the coach of the Celts. And let's see, there's no final on the MACU report, no final report there. That game was headed for a little bit of the extra innings. Got to win by 2 in collegiate volleyball. And they are still going. It's 28-28. They're in Oklahoma City. Set number 3. That's neat. Get a live look in at what your competitors in your conference are doing. We'll keep our eye on that. That's very meaningful to SAGU, whether they are in 4th place or 5th place. Atkins just couldn't quite get there, and the Lady Lions and Ava Myers continue the streak. 6-point lead. Woo! That was a hit, and it was just a little better block. Man.
That was awesome.
Alyssa Looney. Here comes the bump. Oh, Atkins just sends it right into the blocking duo of Burcham and Tompkins. And there goes Riley Burcham with some more of her just sneaky gameplay. Watch this. Oh, changes it. That's just almost undefendable. Celts keeping it alive. Atkins hits the antenna.
I think it's easy to identify, but this is most definitely the largest point spread at any point in this match yet tonight.
Oh my, that was a big hit. Coverage just broke down there at the net because the hit came off the block so fast. So great net defense by the Celts on a great swing by Alexis Mueller. Now let's see if the Celts can get anything going. That's going to be point SAGU. Just everything going right for the Lady Lions right now. And rotation is made. Jancy Akers is now in at the middle. Oh, wow. That landed on the line. So close. Look how delicate. Like this hits the top of the net. I mean, you couldn't draw it up any more perfect.
And we saw her try and make that play earlier, and that's where it fell short. That's the goal she was trying to make. It's just barely over the block on the other side of the floor.
And that's Lauren Arthur for the Celts, tooling the block from the left side. Gets another point for the Celts. And this is Ajloni. Good solo block. Oh, Akers tries to put it right back after the block. And it's a little wide. Ajloni. Too much. Alexis Mueller now. The Celts stringing a few points together, and that's what they need. They need to create a little momentum. Ajloni back to serve for the third time straight, and that was way off the mark. Riley Burcham back to serve for the Lady Lions. Mueller, Wells, and Akers on the front line. Wow, big hit, greatly defended by Glick. And Burcham just couldn't get enough hand on that ball, so it is point Celts. Here comes Lainey Bean, integral part of this offense for the University of St. Thomas. Burcham gets it. Glick gets into bump set. And Wells just couldn't get to it.
So we saw, let's see, the score was 13-3. St. Thomas went on a 3-point run, missed the serve. Lady Lions got the ball back. So now it's an interesting timeout for the Lady Lions.
Yeah, well, there was a nice string, and now you got 2 more points being strung together. I think Coach Moore just going to warn his team, we can't just let them keep stringing 3 and 4 points at a time. So, if we can hold them to maybe a point in rotation, that's fine. We can keep up with that. But it's going to be a losing battle. It's too early in the game at this point to be trading 3 and 4 points to 1 point. So, got to correct that and make sure the Celts do not just sneak back into this game and create so much positive momentum you can't stop them going to the end. MacU up 1, and they win. You can see there that they secure the final point at 31 to 29. So MacU gets conference win tonight and sole possession of 4th place for tonight. As I had mentioned earlier, that the Sooner Athletic Conference is neck and neck all the way from the top 6 teams. They're just basically 1 to 1.5 games away from each other. Oh, great block by Ava Myers, and she's pumped up about it. Creating a couple quick points for the Lady Lions. Stopping that momentum that the Celts were building. Another great serve. Ace.
Another reason Coach Moore could have called that last timeout is there were a couple unforced errors that the Lady Lions were making, and even with this significant lead, great swing there, Ava Myers. Even with this comfortable lead, this team, St. Thomas, is one that you don't want to start making those errors, and so that's a good opportunity to interrupt that and hopefully stop it from becoming a trend.
And it did. Great timeout, Coach Moore, because they have strung together 3 straight points since that timeout. Coach for St. Thomas is moving her pieces around, getting a little adjustment, and I don't know if that actually worked, but it created enough distraction that a service error was made from Maddie Petton. Glad Ava pulled up short on that one, because that one would have hurt.
It's a shin bruise for sure.
Yeah, if she would have gotten to it. So, a few points reeled off now. Oh, great placement by Abby Wells to keep the momentum. Positive SAGU. Still a 10-point lead coming into the home stretch, the final 5 points. Oh, great, at least try to get by Kelsey Walker. But it's just a good, really well hit by the Lions.
It's a lot of great teamwork and communication there in that rally. You saw just really clean defensive plays across the board.
Big time hit by Trinity Atkins. Right now, I think they're just trying to get some positive things happening. So they know this just evens things up if they lose this, which most likely is going to happen at this point. What mountain you would have to overcome to get a win with this kind of deficit. But you definitely want to get some positive momentum going for the next game. Abby Wells converts, 22-12. Still one timeout left for each team. Don't really see those timeouts coming into play in this particular game. With this kind of deficit, you just kind of let play out, race the scoreboard, try again. Myers. Atkins sees the opening, Glick's there. Myers goes back again. Good defense by the libero. Allie Peters. Burcham sets it to Mueller from the back line. And they're going to say double contact. That's a good rally.
Both teams just really giving their all every single contact. It's really fun to watch. Pass set hit, all aggressive, and then you know you're going to throw in that second ball every once in a while. Two really mature teams here.
Oh my, and they do get it over. Great defense, Lady Lions. Here comes Atkins, hits it in the net into the blocking tandem duo of Burcham and Tompkins. But really like to see that never say die attitude by the Celts. They're playing like it's a tie ball game. And that's going to be point SAGU. And they come away with a convincing win of game 2. So now the match is tied 1-1. Favor Celts and Lions. It's tied, Devin. It was a joke.
Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to laugh. Is this where I laugh?
No. But everyone at home did.
Of course,
so
of course.
You're left out. All right, we're going to throw it down to the court side. Right now, Jazz Williams is with assistant coach Nick Moore. Jazz, what does Coach Nick Moore have to say about the first 2 games?
Thanks, John. Coach, your Lions had an extreme spark in performance coming into the second set. What was the focus coming out of the first set?
You know, we just did a better job hitting our serve spots, putting a little more pressure on them there, and then we communicated a lot better in that set than we did in the first set. In the first set, we had a lot of balls just fall that shouldn't have, but we got that issue fixed.
What are you going to go back and tell your team going into this third set to ride out this momentum and hopefully steal a win?
It's pretty simple. When we talk and we communicate and put the ball where it needs to go, we're really good. But it's those times where we struggle to do those things and we look really bad. So just trying to get that worked out.
Thanks, Coach. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Jazz. Thanks, Coach Nick Moore. Always talking about communication, Devin. Always. And that is a principle that never goes away in any competitive sport. But as you saw how well and convincing the Lady Lions played in set 2 compared to set 1, I think there was a definite communication breach in set 1 compared to set 2. So, and I'm sure that was stressed in the huddles in between those games. And when the Lady Lions communicate, you can see them. You just watch and you see them communicating well. It just brings a level of confidence to their play that they're hard to beat when they communicate well.
Well, and I think the another thing about communication, obviously, it's important to know who is where on the floor, and it's important to know who's going to have that next contact. But another thing that's so important about that communication and kind of an added benefit is it just adds that energy to the court that you won't have otherwise. So it's really fun to be able to hear the communication through our headphones up here, but you can really tell that it adds so much to the momentum and the energy in the gym, and that was a huge shift that I noticed in set 1 and set 2. The communication, obviously, as I said, makes it easier to play a clean game, but at the same time, it just kind of adds to that emotional excitement that you have to just keep doing better, and it just keeps compounding and compounding in the favor of the team that's communicating well.
So true, Devin. And here come the Lady Lions out on the floor. They're going to start out on the front row with Wells, Burcham, and Tompkins. And you'll see Mealer in the middle back. R1 says it was tipped by a Lady Lion, so that point goes to the Celts. Walker served for the Celts. Another point. 2 quick ones for UST. Walker to serve again.
It'll be interesting to see how the beginning of this set plays out, because set 1 was point to point all the way up to the end. Set 2, obviously the Lady Lions had a big point differential. And now here in set 3, albeit only 3 points, it looks as though St. Thomas is going to be pulling ahead for the greater lead.
Yeah, sometimes you get into these grooves and you got to figure out how to stop it. And that makes gray-headed coaches right there. Service errors. And that is the worst for stopping momentum, because the other team, your opponent, didn't do anything to earn it.
Freebie.
Good block by Ava Myers. They just get it over. Oh, good defense by the libero for UST. Oh, great hit by Mealer. A little bit of a miss hit by Tompkins. Oh, Myers, she was like, do I get it? Do I don't? I think it's going out of bounds. No, it didn't go out of bounds.
So many decisions to make in so little time.
Yeah. And I was with her. It did look like the ball was rolling on the net at such a high rate of speed it was going to go out of bounds. Mealer from beyond the 10-foot line. Glick gets to it somehow. Mealer just punches it over. And the Celts are recognizing where the open, look at this, perfectly executed. That's where I think you got to communicate. You can't get so locked in to making the play. You got to communicate first and then go get it. I know things are happening real fast, but that's where the champion teams rise to the top. They're able to communicate and then go get it done.
Well, and especially when you've got multiple players with their bodies completely on the floor, you have to really be communicating above and beyond even what normal levels would be, because you have 2 less people that can be chasing after the ball. So you have to really make sure that you're sharing with the other players on your team where you are, so everyone has a good feel for who's going to be able to get to that next ball. And anytime you've got people on the floor that way, just trying to get a ball up wherever they can. Those out-of-system plays are really hard to get something aggressive back over. So it's really just what on earth can we do to get the ball over in any form or fashion. So communication doesn't necessarily equal an aggressive play, but it equals the ball still being in play at all.
Yeah, right, exactly. Team Rico says, oh, looks like we're going to be here a while. I'm actually with you. This looks like it's a very evenly matched match. Should be fun. Spice serves for the Celts. Myers tooled the block, and it stays in. using that outside elbow of Laney Bean. Burcham trying to sneak one in. Oh, that's a great hit. Mueller saw it, went for it, and converted.
That's a good representation, the way those two defenders for St. Thomas fell. That's how the seam coverage goes defensively. So one's got the deep, one's got the short, and you see them fall in those directions because they know that's the direction they would be going if the ball came their way.
Good block there by Alyssa Ajloni. On the outside. Making it tough for Mueller and company to get it over. Glick back in the system. Mueller sees open spot. But Spice was too quick. She got there. Now it's an in-system play. They just have to get it over, though. Lightly hit by Mueller. Now just another free ball over. Burcham sets it up. Great rally. It's really quick. The pace was really quick in that rally. SAGU comes out at least on that one with the point. A little fortunate that it goes long. Kaya Bach rotates in to serve. That looked like she grabbed it out of the air and just threw a dart. And R1 says, that's not allowed. Bach gets it in. Oh, the set was just a little too high. Out of the reach of Paige Havel. Allie Peters couldn't get to it, so that's an ace. And now SAGU, for the first time in Game 3, gains a lead. And the Celts decide they're going to use one of their timeouts.
I saw that timeout coming, watching point for point, watching over on that St. Thomas sideline. I could feel that.
The anxiety building.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, that's I think a 4-point run for the Lady Lions at this point. And as we've mentioned and as you have seen watching this match, it's a very tightly contested match. And so you don't want to let any run of points, no matter how close the overall score is, you don't want to let any run go without giving your team an opportunity if you've got the timeout. And you'll notice single digits for both teams, yet both teams only have one timeout remaining. So they both recognize how early on it's important to get your game together.
Havel, Walker, Guerrero, Spice, Allie Peters, and Ajloni all in the game for the Celts. Burcham, Mueller, Akers on the front. Kaya Bach serves in. Myers and Mariquin on the back. Myers gets it up. And that was in a really strange, you might actually get a good look at this. Watch this. She's thinking it's out and gets in the right to measure it. She's trying to measure just, okay, yeah, it's going to go out. I'm going to make sure, put my foot on the line so everybody can see. And it comes in and hits her on the leg. Unfortunate. Mueller hits it hard. Ajloni gets a great swing on it and converts. Kills the 4-point run the Lady Lions had. Now in rotation, Emerson Sykes serves in. Oh, that's a joust that Bertram wins. Tough play. Little awkward there. And they just let it go. Bertram to serve. Anzalone hits it hard. And there's 4 fingers up. That only means they hit it too many times? Or was that number 4 in the net?
I think it was number 4 in the net because...
Lauren Arthur.
Well, no, that was Alexis Mealer because it's...
Oh, they're saying, the Mealer for the Lady Lions in the net. Slide play to Jancy Akers. She's been on a high conversion rate of those slide plays this season. Always fun to watch. Bertram to Akers. Chelsea Guerrero was in for the Celts. Still is playing back row. There she tried to get the dig on that. It's going to be point SAGU. 3-point lead. Maddie Pettin comes in to serve. Oh, almost an ace. Going to Myers. Myers hits it a little too low into the net. Is that just straight up hitting error, or do the blockers that were there get any credit for that?
No, if it's, they could be set perfectly, but if the net really helps at all, it doesn't go a credit to them.
And Jancy Akers gets another kill. She lines up this time on the outside middle, not as an outside hitter, because you see Abby Wells was still the outside hitter position. It's just they're running a little wide on the middle. And they're going to say SAGU point there. That was out. Libero Tessa Glick for SAGU to serve. Nice low driver. And that was successful. Another ace. Glick gets it in. Good serve. Laney Bean. Now they're going to the other side. Now coming to Wells. Wells crushes one right through the blocking tandem of Arthur and Bean. Glick serves in short. Bean just kind of lightly hits it over. Arthur hits a hard one. Somehow Bertram reacts and gets it. Soft one over. That's a free play. 2 free plays in a row. Bertram gets it to Abby Wells. She puts a little hot mustard on it, but it's well defended. And that is going to be Glick with the defensive error.
It's really interesting trying to figure out the difference in the St. Thomas team. I mean, they came out in that first set just really ready to go, and they haven't had the same strong offense consistently, at least. I mean, we've seen bits and pieces of it here and there, but it just seems like the gel that they had as a team on the floor is a little, it's not quite set.
Yeah, and they're still doing good. I just think SAGU did not do well in the first game. Mm-hmm. And like we had discussed, coming off of such a stark contrast of play styles and even abilities in Langston.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just tough to get used to and get in the groove.
No.
Oh, Lainey Bean tried to sneak one in really quick, and Emma Tompkins just a little bit quicker.
And that off-speed roll shot kind of tip combo by Ava Myers that last play. Really great speed, but too high. So it's a good idea, but the height of that ball gives the other team way too much time to move around the court and set up their defense.
Good point. Oh, and that's a tooled block on the inside by Jacqueline Guerrero. It goes to Ava Myers. Line judge says that's on the line. Wow, that was ever so close.
And that's one of the first times tonight that we've seen that stack play with Ava Myers coming out of the middle. I have a feeling we'll be seeing more of that with how that swing just went.
Yeah, that looked good. Great system play. And Ava Myers with another ace. A lot of aces happening for the Lady Lions in this match. I measured them by all the heel clicking going on the sidelines. There's a little thing that the bench players do. It's kind of cool. They've done a lot in this match. Great block, Tompkins. Bertram gets it, backline set to Ava Myers. She hits it just a little too soft and low into the blocking duo of the Celts. Celts still hanging around just close enough that they could string together a few points, make this really scary for the Lady Lions.
And I was just going to say that last turnover right there where they got the ball back, their energy and excitement was huge. It was like all of a sudden they had this shift and realized, okay, we can really pick up our excitement and kind of steal the momentum back regardless of the score. So I'll be interested to see if that happens again on the next turnover.
Oh my goodness. What a play by the Lady Lions to keep that ball alive. Now they got opportunity. And Alexis Mealer with 2 in a row. That was so key. I don't know if we can get to that part of the replay to be able to see. But that was an incredible defensive stand there. Ava Myers with 10 kills. Wow. Glick with 20 digs. Doing a lot of defensive work is the libero. The Lions side of things.
And you see, we talked about it in the first match against Langston, kind of what a good hitting percentage is. So Ava Myers, I mean, she's been getting the ball time after time after time, but she's still only at 194. So it just fluctuates so much, and she's not making a ton of errors, but it obviously also counts to the defense of the other team. Because obviously St. Thomas is not letting things go easily. But so I mean, I know numbers don't lie, but at the same time, they just don't tell the whole story.
Yeah, true. A lot of times, and you know, great players. I mean, she's doing a lot of other things as well. So you do see her in a lot of action on the floor. And when you're scoring a lot, that kind of positivity just feels like it might be stat line bigger than it actually is.
Sure.
All right, we got a new sub in for the Celts to serve. Number 29, Kendall Howard. UST gets a much-needed point. This is not impossible to make a couple 4-point runs.
You feel the excitement there again. They get the point, and they're going to work to steal the momentum back.
And that's just hit too hard by Ava Myers. Bertram serves in. Gets to Ajloni. Arthur. Miller hits it hard over the middle. Celts keep it alive. Oh, good block by Paige Havel.
I was just thinking as I was watching that last rally, the Lady Lions are playing so well as a team. It's like everybody is just playing their role, playing their spot, doing the little things right. And it's just like it's so effortless. It's such a beautiful thing to watch. As they're all coming together. Great swing there by Mueller straight down the line. She figured out a way to get past the block.
Yep, and just take it just a centimeter and a half over to the left. Wow. That was a knockout punch right there. Pettin serves it in.
Return the favor.
Yeah, Havel comes in with almost an exact replica of that Mueller hit just on her side of things. Somehow, the Lions keep it alive. Pettin with good defense. Glick just gets it to the back row. Arthur, well placed. Back right corner. Couldn't be any better placed. And here they come. Little run.
And it felt like that ball was kind of going in slow motion.
Yeah, it did.
It seemed like there was time to get there, but of course on the court it's not quite the same.
Abby Wells gets it in. Good defense by the Celts. Oh, error by the libero. Allie Peters, and she's mad at herself. Just trying to get it over short, and we've seen that happen on both sides of the net quite a bit tonight.
Surprised that wasn't a double contact.
Oh, that's going to be, And line judge was overruled by both R1 and R2. It did look out, but he was the closest one to it. It's ever so close. Big hit by Abby Wells. And a really big hit by Ava Myers for the win. And that's Lady Lions taking game 3, making this match a 2-1 so far. And game 3 not quite as easy as game 2, but still a convincing win.
It's kind of a combination of set 1 and set 2, honestly. I mean, so set 1, it was neck and neck the whole time. Set 2, SAGU pulled way ahead. and pretty much stayed that way. And in set 3, it was like they had small glimpses of little pull aheads, and then St. Thomas would fight back, and it would get a little uncomfortable, and then they'd pull ahead, have a couple of runs here and there. So I really feel like between these two teams, the first, I don't know, maybe 10 points of each set is so crucial in setting up how the rest of the set is going to go, which is why I think you saw both coaches utilize a timeout so early on, because they both recognize the importance of those first groupings of points against these two teams.
You can see there the women's volleyball NAIA Friends poll, coaches poll, which AKA the Friends poll.
Here we go.
And, it's just irritating. You have great teams in other areas of the United States that, it's like their votes don't count. And, when you can look and you see teams with 5-6 losses up so high in the top 25, and then you look at the even 16 through 25, you've got a 13-10. Actually, technically, they're 14 and 11. And we looked that up. How can that go? How does this go? Other than, buddies voting for buddies. And we call it like it is. And NAI just keeps turning their head to the left, and they just don't want to do anything about it. But I guess the only cure to that is you got to go show up to the national tournament, although it's kind of hard to show up to the national tournament when you don't get votes in the coaches or friends poll, and see how good you are. So there's that, Devin. There's that.
You got 30 seconds left. Anything else? 30 seconds.
Send all your mail to. Don't send your hate mail to me. Send it to the NAIA. Tell them to clean it up. We're tired of it. Just let that sit there and simmer for about 10 more seconds.
So again, I think something to watch here in set number 4 is the way these two teams come out right at the onset, and if either of them, fall behind, I think we'll see a similar trend of a timeout usage early on to right size, reset, whichever word you want to use there, to give that underdog team a chance to pull back in.
I'm going to start off with Tessa Glick to serve for the Lady Lions in this set number 4. Oh, Riley Burcham, not the only one that has that idea. Kelsey Walker, she can do it too. Well done, Miss Walker. Point 1. I just got a feeling that the Celts are just going to try to grind this one out, get points whatever way they can. Abby Wells with a huge swing effort there. But gets on top of it, as you see. Her hand was on the top side of the ball, causes it to go down very fast. Oh, it's a good hit by Ava Myers. Really good to see her back into her regular form. Confident.
And confident from any spot on the floor, too.
Yeah, amazing. Uh-oh. A little pinball action there. That's going to go into the favor of the Celts. Laney Bean back to serve. Good block by Havel. And back to Myers. Oh, just a little bit of awkward body position to try to get that over for Guerrero. Here comes a jump serve by Myers.
A little collision there. Sorry, my gasp was caught on the microphone.
Everybody's okay. They're back in the system. Here comes Mueller. Good block. Havel.
If it wasn't going to be a double contact, it was going to be a carry, I think.
Yeah, well the double contact was definitely more obvious than the carry, but she was right there, like throwing it more than hitting it. Mueller gets it over. Here's Ajloni. Free ball over from the Celts. Easy system play between Burcham and Emma Tompkins, who also runs that slide play flawlessly.
So we're seeing a little bit more like set number 1, where it's neck and neck, at least in these first 7 rallies.
Mueller. Oh, that got tipped. It looked like it got tipped. Referee did not see that if it did. And Coach Moore asking, are you sure? Okay, let me go back to my clipboard. R1 misses that one.
But he hasn't missed anything else.
Oh boy, that was awkward. Lift.
Yeah, that's just an attempt to do whatever you can to get it over.
Celts get it in. Not received too well. They play it from the back line, and Ava Myers, like we said, she can hit it hard from anywhere. Get it over. Wow. On a very awkward type of in-system play.
Yeah, that was impressive for Mueller to be able to square up that way and hit so aggressively. The ball was really close to the net.
Yeah.
But she was still able to get there and stay out of the net, which is doubly impressive.
Going to Arthur on the left side, and she converts. Here comes the other Guerrero. Wow, Mueller again with a big swing. A little off speed there, but she hit it exactly where she wanted to. Went right at Arthur.
And the neck and neck continues.
Well, I said earlier that I believe the Celts are just going to do whatever they can. They're going to make this a real grindy type of game. That's total lack of communication. Looked like Akers kind of got lost on the turnaround right here.
She knew as soon as she turned around, too.
Yeah, she was turning around to set up. Oh, and there's no setter there.
I'm the setter.
Yeah. And that was on the line. Substitutions are made. Mueller out. Maddie Pettin in. Akers, Wells, and Myers on the front line. Free ball over from the Celts. Oh. And looked like a couple things could have happened there. Now, did it get tipped? That looked out to me, from even from slow motion angle.
Yeah,
it looked out.
Coach is very unhappy.
Yeah, I can't say that I blame her, actually.
Yeah, I know.
Myers gets a big swing. It was actually blocked very well. Coverage kind of broke down. I think she falls off balance. Oh no, she went back again. Kind of that Jancy Akers mistake. Oh, thought someone else was there to get it. She went back, and I'm sure there's habits built based on what you expect the play to be like.
Well,
but
and that's what we talked about earlier, that no matter at what point in the play or the set or whatever, communication is always so crucial, and that's a great example of why, because you always need to let your teammates know where you are on the floor or where you aren't. And that could have been a way for Jancy to be able to know, oh, I should probably take the second ball. And anytime anyone's mouth is shut, really, that's an opportunity for a danger zone.
Mm-hmm. And there you see some of the game stats and key players for St. Thomas. Lauren Arthur with 7 kills. Ajloni with 6 kills. And Havel with 8 kills this match. Havel's hitting really well, 533. Wow. So is Arthur, above the high water mark of 300. And doing a little extra work, getting some digs, playing some good defense. Here come the Lady Lions. Maddie Pettin serves it in. Oh, the wrong way. That did not clear over, so it was 4 hits. And just a little bit of a miss. Actually, I think she got it. She changed her mind right at the last second and went left. That was Jancy Akers. Oh, that would have been so tempting to let go. It was good that she did it, though.
Yeah, I think she made the right call for sure. Oh, happy birthday to Jancy Akers.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a joust, and then Akers decided she better hit it, and she did. Gave the other player a high five. She got to it first. That's a point. Big time hit by Jacqueline Guerrero. Kara Spice comes in to serve for the Celts. Abby Wells, big hit. Great defense by the Celts. Good defense on Glick. And that's a mishit by Abby Wells. Trying to go down, straight down the line. Thread a needle. Tough rally. Oh, bounces the right way for the Lady Lions. Now just a 2-point lead. Still very, very intense, very close. A good bump set right there. And a great effort to get to it. Mueller just gets it over. Ajloni just gets it over. And here comes Myers. Big hit, big swing. Good set now. Oh, too much on that for Jacqueline Guerrero. She actually had the clear pathway. Just got a little too much under it. Oh, yeah, good recognition by Emma Tompkins over the middle.
No question if she wanted that one or not. She was she was ready for that.
Yeah, she's excellent. Her conversion rate on the happy birthdays are exceptionally high. I know you think, well, those are the easy ones. Those are the ones that you really, but I'm surprised at how many don't go. They get so amped up. You see it coming, and you hit it early or just late.
It's actually a lot harder than you would think. I mean, I would never played middle. I don't have the height for that, but I do know what you just said. You get so excited, so amped, and then you hit it on the way down and it goes in the net, or you're in the net because you're too excited and you can't control it. So it is harder than it looks.
And we see one of our longtime followers, Jack Kingston, wanted a little ghost pepper call. Well, I mean, it's got to be some special hitting going on to get up in the Scoville rating. And I don't know that we've seen some excellent play by even both teams here, but there might have been a couple. Mueller hit one down the line that probably deserved a little habanero.
Well, I will say, Mr. Kingston, I have been missing the pepper talk as well. I've been waiting for it.
We'll get there. Somebody's going to hit it.
Wide open spaces there.
Talking about getting a good hit. Wow. Laney Bean laced one down the line there to the block. Oh, wow, I didn't even expect that. Everyone was bunched up. It looked really awkward. Watch how they bunch up. See how close they are all together. And I've not seen that in the Coach Moore playbook. That's new. Oh, Havel had a good look, good swing on that. But really great defense by the Lady Lions. Havel on the slide play. Goes right to Glick. Coming to Mueller. Oh, it's a good block. Havel had a lot to do with that point and a lot of points in that rally. Doing tons of work. A lot of credit to Paige Havel. Working hard to keep this close. Here comes Kendall Howard. It's a good serve in. Oh. Emma Tompkins just made that look easy. It looked like it might have got tipped too. Kaya Bach gets it in. Oh man, Havel there again. She's becoming a net defensive juggernaut. Helps to be the tallest person on the floor.
Doesn't hurt for sure.
Oh, again, Havel just said nope. That just kind of worked out for SAGU. They were quick to react. And that's Mueller, high-level player.
And Mueller's been blocked quite a few times, so I'm sure it feels good for her to block someone else to get back in that rhythm.
Arthur gets it back to Glick. Comes to Mueller. Mueller gets it over. And it was on the line. Wow. Miller's getting a lot of those close ones going her way tonight. Oh, Arthur just got a little too much under it.
Well, and now St. Thomas is out of timeouts. So they used those early on as we thought they might. But now, you know, I'm feeling myself want a timeout on their behalf.
Yeah, right.
They don't have
It's just the natural play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mailer went the other way. I like seeing her mix it up like that, keeping the defense on edge. That just did not go in, though.
Coach Moore calling for a double there.
Big rallies. Oh, wow, that's on the line.
That was close.
That was really close. Great hit by Arthur. We haven't seen Atkins in this game. She's a good contributor. Interesting.
It's a little out of system there for Akers. Her elbow was dropped. I wonder if she was too early or a miscommunication on the set. But Coach Moore is going to use a timeout here.
And much needed by the Celts, really.
Yeah.
Because they don't have one, as you had mentioned. And so that kind of timeout actually will work well for both teams, really. Coach Moore needs to settle his team down because there's a run being made. You were in a good commanding lead and control of the game. And now it's just back to 3 points. Coming down to the final, getting close to the final 5-point stretch. You don't want a team with momentum to beat you just in a last sprint, especially in a game 4.
When you see there the stats for some of SAGU's key players, Lexus Mueller, while she gets a lot of touches on the ball and she has put a lot of balls away, you notice she's got a lower hitting percentage. Anytime you get blocked and the other team gets the point, that's going to be an error on her behalf. So if they just touch the ball and it's not a kill, a stuff block as they call it, that's not an error if it's recovered up by SAGU. But anytime it hits the floor and results in a point for St. Thomas, it goes as an error for Mueller. That's showing in her lower hitting percentage there.
Yeah. Big hit, Mueller. Good defense by the Celts. Oh. Double contact?
No. Birchman's in the net.
Oh,
yeah.
It's in the net. I got you.
Yeah, you can see it right here. She goes up, tries to stay out of it, but can't quite get it.
Yet another point. That SAGU timeout worked out better for the Celts. You can see the Celts are really in full focus mode right now. Just go. Oh, great save there at the net. Keep it alive. Wow. Abby Wells, now that, my friends, got on the scale.
Here we go. Mr. Kingston.
It was
still listening.
Well above jalapeno. In that habanero rating. And that was out.
And
so close.
An error like that, especially, I mean, it really at any point at the collegiate level is gut-wrenching, but especially when we're in the 20 to 25 point range of the match game. It's a really tough one to swallow.
Oh my goodness. Petton with the dig of the night. One-handed, seems to get it over. Just no quit. No quit in the Lady Lions. They're playing lights out defense as well. I don't know if we could get that Maddie Pettin hit, but that was going to be in bounds. Somehow, I don't know how, somehow she got to it one-handed. Perfectly placed. Good block. Still the coverage there. Celts get it over. Wells tools the block. And that is now going to result in game, set, match point. Pettin gets it in. Oh, good look by the setter. Celts never say die attitude. Still working on it. They believe. One to Wells. Good defense. Guerrero just has to get it over, but in a good place in the back line. Easy set. Oh, big hit. Abby Wells. Good way to end it with a strong kill. And that's a 2-win night and a doubleheader for the Lady Lions. And that was a great look at the slow motion replay, how well Abby Wells hit that. There you can see the final game stats for the whole match. 55 kills for the Lions, 35 kills. So a differential like that, you know, you're going to win every time. The hitting percentage fairly low, but I just feel like the Celts played much better than what that hitting percentage would yield out. I know they're changing a little bit as they add it up. It does kind of change. You go in and correct some mistakes because it's kept on a computer. It has to happen real fast. And there's a spotter that also keeps an analog set of stats. So they're making changes. So that hitting percentage could go up just a little bit, but still very interesting to see. That was a really gutsy effort by the Celts coming in to the Schaefer Center tonight and taking on a very strong NAIA opponent in the SAGU Lady Lions.
Yeah, great match for sure. And really, I mean, each set, it was a question of who was going to pull that one out. And I think that's a testament to both teams, that it was consistent throughout all 4 sets. We saw some really great elements from both sides of the court. Both defensively and offensively. So I don't think the Celts have anything to hang their heads about. I think if anything, the communication on their side could have been a little bit stronger. I think they had their moments of showing excitement and really spurring each other on with that communication. But had that been a little more consistent, I think we would have seen a better outcome for them.
Yeah, and Lady Lions put another 2 wins on the board to get their overall win-loss record in better shape. But no conference match tonight. That will be one coming up tomorrow afternoon when Central Christian from Kansas comes in, and Central Christian lost to Texas Wesleyan, the number 1 team in the conference tonight, which is just down the road, about 20 miles. And so no long run. Will 2 games like this, especially, a lot of swings in these games for the Lady Lions, will that have any negative impact on tomorrow's game?
Yeah, I think they'll have some time to recover. I think what we talked so much about tonight is the struggle of playing a lower caliber team. And honestly, I feel like it would have been easier for them to pull up had they not had that much time in between. So I think ending on this high note tonight, going into tomorrow, I think they'll be back up at the top and not have to pull out mentally or physically with a full night's rest and ending on that strong win.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if what the reality actually is. It's kind of good. It's one of the lower ranked teams, actually the lowest ranked team in the conference. They're sitting with only one win. So you would think, well, that would be the team you would want to play, on paper.
For sure. Yep.
You would want to play in a scenario like this.
Mm-hmm.
So we expect them to come out with a strong win tomorrow. But you never know. You don't want to overlook anyone. And be sure to join us tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time for that matchup. The Lady Lions will be hosting the Tigers of Central Christian from Kansas. It's a conference game. Coming down to the last stretch, Devin. So, you see there only 3 losses for third place, fourth place, fifth place, and that's incredibly tight. Who knows who's going to end up in first place?
Yep.
It could go to anyone. SAGU's sitting like at number 5 right now, but just give it a week, and they could be in sole possession of first place.
Yep.
It can happen that quick. And top 4. It's really important to finish in the top 4 so you can host one of the tournament games.
That's right.
All right. Thank you for joining us tonight, sports fans, and Lions fans, Lions Nation. We really appreciate your support. And hopefully we'll see you here live and in person, but if not, definitely on the stream tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Don't forget, Lady Lions host the Tigers of Central Christian. This is John Cookman, your play-by-play director, sitting along with the expert analysis of Devin Webb. We bid you a great night. God bless you. You've been watching the SAGU Sports Network.